children wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water.
Hey, my wife. Hey, sit down, my wife, and let us start.
I was thinking, this was supplies are running out. Why don't you let us send some of those people?
You speak wise words, my wife. I will speak to the white man and hear how much he will give us for some of our people.
I want you to do it as soon as possible, yeah?
Let's go to the white man right now. Let's go.
God's gonna trouble the water. Who are those children all dressed in white?
God's gonna trouble the water.
Must be the ones getting ready to fly.
God's gonna trouble the water.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Who are those children all dressed in blue?
God's gonna trouble the water.
Must be the ones that made it through.
God's gonna trouble the water.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Come on and wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble 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 the water.
Hey yo, look at my sister. In where are you pregnant? Oh. Hey! I would rather kill it than it would sleep. I'd rather die than to live this life, abusive life. We are beaten, I'm tired
My people, they beat us. They rape our woman. Oh, how much longer can we tolerate this? Enough is enough. We shall put an end to this. I'd rather die than continue in this situation.
Welcome back to CWC News. We have a very compelling story for you today, the voice of the traffic. The narrator wishes to be unnamed, but we're going to call her Anna.
I can remember when it all happened. I was with my friends and they said that we're going to go to a party because I was having some struggles with school and I just thought that everything was just going wrong. Getting grades that I wasn't used to and I just felt fed up. And I thought it was just more than I could handle. So my friend and I, we got dressed up and we went to a party. We started dancing and taking selfies and drinking and everything was going good until my friend came over to me and she said that there was a hot guy calling me, and feeling the way that I felt everything was going wrong in my life, I decided that hey, what the heck, let's just go meet him or whatever. So I made my friend follow me. But after she gave me something to drink, and I can recall I just felt like I was going to fall. I was in and out of consciousness, and then I felt like the lights were just blinking. Everything was just not going the way that I wanted it to go, and I felt scared, but at the same time I never knew what was happening. The last thing I could remember was my friend receiving a lot of money from someone, and she just left, and I was there alone. The last thing I saw was that, and I just fainted. All I could remember from that moment was my head banging against the wall of, it seemed as though it was a bus or a car or something, but I couldn't see anything around me. The entire place was just dark, and I was drugged or something, and I couldn't fight him off, and he came over me and he raped me, and I could feel myself crying, but I was still not completely in control of what was happening in my body, and I was so scared. I felt as though I was going to die. I wanted to die. I never knew what was happening around me, but I just knew I wanted to die, and I knew that he was raping me, and there was nothing I could do. If we never brought in a certain sum of money each week or each day, we would have been beaten and still sent on the road to do more. We were threatened. We were told that they would have killed our families because they know where we were from. I can remember this one night, there was this guy who pulled up and spoke. There's this guy, he drove a flashy car, and we had to put on a performance so that they could select one of us. And he selected me, and after that I can remember us going to his place, and we did all sorts of sexual things that I wasn't pleased with. But the aim that I had for that night was getting a form of communication so I can reach out to someone. And so I stole his phone. And I've heard of cases where other girls tried to do this and they got caught and they were killed by the persons who took us, or pimps. And I can remember taking his phone, hiding it, and the only person that I told that I had the phone was my friend, as we both needed to leave this situation. When I got the phone, I called my mom and I told her to calm down, and she was crying and freaking out over the phone, but I knew that I had only one chance, one opportunity to get out of this. And she calmed down finally, and we spoke about how we can resolve this. All I could remember was the street sign of where I was. I wasn't sure as to what city I was or where I really was, but I told her of the name of these places, and I had to get rid of the phone because if I was caught with it, both me and my friend would die. I can remember I saw we were surrounded by policemen, and we were surrounded by a lot of persons I've never seen before, but the only voice that I could recognize was that of my mom. She was my rescuer. She was the one who was there. She was the one who saved me from that unforeseen life. She was the one who came and rescued me, and I can still remember being sexually molested each and every night, and my friends were as well, and there was just nothing that we could have done. But on that day when I was rescued by my mom, I felt that there was hope. My mom was my hope, and she rescued me and the girls that were there, and the pimps, they escaped. So this is why I'm sharing my story, to say that this is a very present issue, and there are girls out there in this world who are being trafficked, who are being a part of this form of slavery, which is now, this is modernized slavery, and they're being trafficked and sold to older men for them to abuse them, to do all sorts of things to them, and this is not right. We need to raise awareness about this, and this is why I share my story.
Wow, how horrendous. We wish you nothing but the best throughout the rest of your life, Anna. Well, viewers, you've seen it for yourself. Slavery still exists within the Caribbean. We need to be more aware. Until next time, it's Adeniki.